actually kind of curious if we can make this turn and not hit this post.
So you don't want to go the easy way. Watch out for the fire pit. High risk of grounding.
Traffic light, then take the first.
Oh my.
Raining on us all day today, and you're right, it's saturated here. Town, small
Watch out
town.
for the tree. It's not giving me the warm and fuzzy.
I did something kind of stupid. I hope it doesn't come back to bite me. Stuck.
You're stuck.
Stuck. I'm exhausted with getting us stuck. I might be able to make it. Ready?
Do I look ready?
Are you even the slightest worried that I'll move on and walk right out of here? I'm up all night, keep pretending to save the world. I'm up all night, keep talking, yeah. Worried that I'm out of here.
Well, we got really lucky. Everybody cleared out. clear the runway.
Clear the way. Big
So,
truck coming through.
Are you going to go that way, or are you going to go that way?
Well, so now going that way is the easier way. But I'm actually kind of curious if we can make this turn and not hit this post.
so you don't want to go the easy way. You want to go the challenging way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because earlier, there were trucks in all three of these spots right on the edge of the gravel, and we were a little worried if we could make that turn, especially with the picnic bench and the fire pit right there.
Yeah.
So
even though that is a curve, it's still a relatively hard curve, and they were right on the road. But I don't know. I might, because I got a little bit of grass here and no one's there, so I might be able to make it. Ready?
do I look ready?
I don't know, you're all bundled up, so I guess you are ready.
So I stay behind the camera so people can't see my expression. Yeah, watch out for the fire pit.
Oh yeah. Easy peasy.
Onward.
Oh, and look at that 26 inches of clear windshield.
You and your 26 inches. My goodness. It is nice, I will have to admit.
You know.
Oh yeah, this would have
More
been
is
fun
better.
to make that turn right there. Oh, you could have made that. Spring has sprung and all the pollen is raining down along with the rain.
Thank goodness it actually rained hard enough to wash the pollen off, because I had washed the truck a couple days ago. And then like the very next day it was like covered.
So no vehicles over 5 tons. The left 2 lanes.
Yes, so we shall stay in the rightmost lane.
Wow. This is the Chesapeake Bay. Pretty cool. Like literally, what's the temp outside?
Very cool. It's more like cold. It's 45 degrees.
Oh man.
I'm getting
What?
a flashing on the interlock, differential interlock.
Do we have it on?
No, it is off.
So why is it flashing?
I have no idea. So I'm going to
Turn it on?
turn it on and off, and there we go.
That was weird.
This is pretty cool, being on the bridge over the Chesapeake Bay.
It is very cool.
But it's also just a bit unsettling.
And why is that? Because it's so rough?
Well, it's rough, and
Those don't look like they're barely 13.6.
that's right. And the guardrails aren't real tall.
Oh, you know, I didn't even notice that.
until
Yeah,
I
look at
mentioned
that.
it.
So that's what we're looking at right there. We are way above the railing.
And it's raining and maybe a little slippery.
This must be fun in the winter time when it's icy.
Oh
on Highway 50, the loneliest highway. We were on this when we were visiting Great Basin
Yes.
National Park.
We actually camped right next to Highway 50.
Yeah. There's about like 3 cars a day there.
Yes, it definitely did not bother us.
So is our warning light off?
It's off now.
That's good. Yeah, Chop Tank River. Not real windy though, so that's good. Cambridge, Maryland.
I wonder if there's going to be a Holiday Inn Express here in Cambridge. You know, because everyone then will feel smarter as they stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. You know, Cambridge, like where MIT is.
What does that have to do with the Holiday Inn Express?
Well, because those commercials that Holiday Inn Express used to have years ago. It's like, you know, the guy walks in and he says, "Oh, I think you need to do an infusion here." And the guy says, "Are you a doctor?" He says, "No, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night."
You're not Dr. Stewart.
No. But I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
You don't remember those commercials?
Oh, it's probably some
Yeah.
stupid commercial on football or something.
No. It was, you know, people were smarter because they stayed at a
No.
Holiday Inn Express.
No, you stay at a Holiday Inn Express for their cinnamon rolls.
That wasn't the commercial.
Well, I don't remember that. Probably
Oh,
because it's
everyone
stupid.
out there is going to remember that commercial.
Probably because it's so stupid.
It's not a stupid commercial.
Well, we are still in Cambridge, and now we're passing a Holiday Inn Express. So
Yes! I knew it! I knew there would be one here. It's just too
Well,
perfect.
you just saw a billboard for
I
it.
did not. I did not.
So you honestly, that was just pure dumb luck of you guessing.
I don't
'Cause
know
we're
if
in
that you
Cambridge.
call it dumb luck because we're in Cambridge passing the Holiday Inn Express. I think that's pretty smart. You know, with the commercial thing.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the rest area?
There's signs for it. It said do a U-turn for the Maryland rest
Yeah.
area.
So, welcome to Virginia.
Crossing border.
And they do allow trucks at that. That's a truck
Well,
stop.
yeah, I would hope they'd allow
hope
trucks
so.
at a truck stop.
Really? I didn't see the rest area.
I think that was it back there.
I think
Here
you're right.
we go, up here. So that must have been the Virginia Welcome, or the Maryland Welcome Center. This is the
Okay.
Virginia Welcome Center.
Yes. And that had a no truck sign on it.
Did not.
I did.
So what is it with Virginia not wanting trucks?
They want to control where they put the trucks. And see?
Oh yeah, no trucks
No
allowed.
Trucks allowed.
Wow.
I like Virginia, but they're not very welcoming on trucks.
Or RVers.
Yeah, no, you're right. 'Cause those parking spots are
Yep.
like non-existent.
Well, there's a Stuckey's. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
In a long time.
I mean, I think Buc-ee's has replaced the Stuckey's.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it's weird to see them out here. This is not like a main road.
No. Well, this is what, Ocean Highway?
Ocean Highway, which that does sound cool.
That does sound cool. US Highway 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Even that one. It says high risk of grounding.
Yeah.
In a half mile, turn left on.
So Randy's been going off with the ding, 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 ding.
To 100, turn left at the traffic light, then take the first left.
There you go.
Approaching. Low ground clearance on our crossings.
Oh my.
Oh, we get to go over one of those.
Yes. And make a U-turn right there.
But it's not going off right now, right? But we are getting a warning, though. Oh, yeah. We're getting a warning on our
Yeah, look.
route.
Low ground clearance.
Yeah.
Even that one says low ground clearance.
Oh yeah. When they both agree on low ground clearance, then you're in trouble, right?
I didn't hear or feel a tug.
I didn't feel it either, so I think we're safe. Now, if we can get through the little town of Quimby, then we'll be good. I want to wrap it around that pole.
Got some rain.
Raining on us all day today, and you're right, it's saturated here. A lot of puddles. We've seen a lot of flooding
Yeah.
all day today throughout our route, and it's still raining. So we're going to 1,000 trails. We park on grass.
What do you mean we park like this right here?
Yeah. I mean, all the sites look like they're kind of on grass,
Like
sort
Peace
of
River?
Yes, but I think they're at a higher elevation, so I'm not really worried about sinking.
5 feet.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
that's
higher
gonna-
elevation. We're right in the middle of all the water. We're
Well,
gonna be 5 feet above sea level
5 feet
instead
makes
of
a
what,
difference.
50 inches a mile.
that's right. I'm really hoping that we get a full hookup site.
I didn't think they had full hookup sites.
They have about 8 of them. That's it. Out of like 330 sites, they have about 8 that are full hookup. Now,
Our
tell me those
chances-
aren't premium.
I don't think our chances are very good. Unless, I mean, this is like in the way off season.
Well, it is the way off season, and they do it, and they assign sites here, and they've already given me the site, and I looked it up, and it looks like it's full hookup.
Oh, you think so?
But it's 1,000 trails. It's always an experience. You never know. Oh, more water! Surprise!
So it looks like we're going to go over some sort of levee here.
But there's no toll, so they don't levy anything on us.
Well, one of the advantages of being out in the middle of nowhere is we're going to get some rest and relaxation and get some projects done. Disadvantage is I'm on Verizon and I have virtually no cell service. Oh, yay, post office. I got to go there.
Oh yeah, and it said Virginia Landing 5.5 miles this way,
Okay.
so we're doing good.
Who are you waving at?
One of the residents of Quimby waved at me, and so I waved back.
Friendly town.
Friendly town, small
Watch out
town.
for the tree.
What?
Jeez.
No, we're not going to hit that.
Oh, we could have.
So not only is the road getting narrower,
We've lost our lines.
but there's no lines, and the peninsula that we're on is getting narrower as well.
We are still in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, it's amazing. These trees are just completely covering the road. It's pretty cool. It's like a tree tunnel.
It is. We are off the beaten path for sure. And no way to turn around if this is the wrong way.
Yeah, you don't want to make a wrong turn going down this road.
No.
No doubt. So we've broken out of the tree tunnel forest at the end of the road. Virginia Landing, 1,000 trails.
Squirrel.
Oh, it really is a squirrel.
Yeah. Please pull to the right to register. Oh, they have propane. Oh, there's a marsh right there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's anybody that's actually here. I don't think so.
Check in paperwork.
Yeah, so they said that
Gatehouse closed.
there's, I'm wondering, we'll see. I'm wondering if we're going to be like one of the only ones here.
So we weren't the only envelope, were we?
There was one other envelope in there. Now, someone could have. Oh, have a great stay.
Aww. This is a long haul.
Man, no kidding. I mean, it's going to be about as long to get to our site as it was from the town of Quimby.
Oh, this is pretty.
But it is really nice.
Wow, that is gorgeous. And look at all the pollen ready to drop. Oh, there's campers here. Look, there's lots of them.
Oh yeah, there are, aren't there? Okay.
So geese. Wank, wank, wank. So, oh, okay. So they have the state flag on every road. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
That's the Maryland. Why would they do that? Why would they put a huge trash bin right there, right next? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Why?
They have all this space.
Why cram it all
and I hope
into?
that power line is at 13.6. Jeez. All right, well, obstacle number 1 complete.
Yeah, we didn't know that was going to be an obstacle.
And then across, we're in a little levee. Oh my gosh.
So I'm hoping they're not deep.
I'm hoping not either.
So far they're not.
Okay, so we're gonna go past the tower
Yep.
and past Sandpiper. And that's the ocean.
Oh wow.
Question is, where's the road? I think this is it right here.
So we're at 334.
There's 339 on the corner, and 339 is right there. That's 339. That's
okay.
the road.
But that's a gate at the end.
No, but we're right next to this white pickup truck here.
Oh, we are.
I think so, yeah. I think we're right next to the white pickup truck.
All right, let me get out and make sure.
Check the squishiness.
What?
Check the squishiness of the grass. The fact that he's walking over there, it's not giving me the warm and fuzzy. Well, looks pretty squishy.
Yeah, they're definitely. Yeah, we're not right next to the white truck. We're the next one over.
Oh, okay. So we've got room to swing around.
Yeah, but the problem is that I can't back in because that car's right there. That purple, dark-colored car.
Well, can you?
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go up this road. I'm going to back in.
Oh, so you're going to?
I think I'm just going to go up and I'm just going to back down the road.
Because that purple car is in the way.
Yeah.
Oh, sliding.
You're stuck. Will the go treads work?
What?
Will the go treads work?
No.
So, because the problem is you've got that power.
I know.
Uh,
I know.
Well, can we keep backing up and trying to go into 333?
I can't move.
You can't even go.
Cannot move.
So you can't even go backwards.
Can't go back.
Why not? There's nothing blocking you.
I can't go backwards. It's spinning.
Must be spinning on the other side.
So, where would go to?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I monkeyed around too much in the soft ground.
Hey, I'm right here.
Sorry.
If we got a water hose and sprayed the tires to get all the mud out of the grooves, would that help to give it more traction? I'm not saying add more, fire to fire,
Yeah,
but
you want to add more water to an already wet situation.
so are you hoping that this side's going to carry the weight of the rig and pull us out?
Yeah, 'cause this side, I'm hoping that this side can get more grip
Yeah.
since it doesn't have any mud and stuff in the treads.
Ah, shoot. These shoes are not waterproof. So your goal is to go forward.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're going forward, you're digging the tires deeper, but it looks like going backwards, you're almost over the hump on this side,
Yeah.
going
What
backwards.
do the go treads do?
It's just spinning on top of the go treads. Well, because there's so much mud.
Yeah. I was hoping the other side would catch it.
I think it's the first time I've ever seen you get dirty.
Yeah, really. It's not, I don't think it's gonna work. We're already buried way deep in the rear, so we'll see.
So do you think it's the front tire that's maybe, because this tire, the back tire is spinning like crazy.
Yeah.
And that's the one that's supposed to be spinning, right?
They're both supposed to be locked in.
And I was always definitely afraid of these. Yeah, the other side's spinning. Yeah! Oh my goodness! Wow! Awesome! Good job! Plan B, we're going to see if we can make it into this site here. David's going to go and run and try and get a running start on this. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to get my bearings.
You scared the heck out of me.
I'm going to come in right here and then try to put it straight into that area right there.
Which means your tires are going to go through this water.
Well, the tires, yeah, they have to, because I'm worried about that, and I'm worried about
Where you've already sunk
where I've
into.
already sunk a little bit.
Okay. So are you going to move forward a little bit more to kind of get your...
Yes.
Okay. Tell you, I'm getting David. We're getting a kinetic rope. That's if they take packages here. That's the first thing we're gonna do is buy a kinetic rope, and that was they believe a 10,000-pound rope. Whoops. Man, get over. Start turning. Ooh. Gosh, really so crooked. Oh my gosh. So no pressure, but there's some really dark clouds coming in.
Yeah, I know. And
So which way are you going to go, forward or backward?
I think we're done.
We're done. I think
we're
so.
done.
I think we're good enough. We start moving around.
I agree.
It's good enough. Let's not mess with it. So now the question is, where do you want me to park the truck?
Just park it.
Over by Andy?
Park it over by Andy.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, put it on that
The pad.
pad.
Okay.
Man, is it wet out here. Sandra's trying to park the truck and she got stuck just trying to park the truck right here going on the uphill slope. So she's gonna back up. No, it's not happening. It's not working. All right. Have to go to plan B, I guess.
Well, I got stuck. So we got the go treads out. We dropped the air. Round two.
I'm exhausted with getting us unstuck. Huh. Man.
Okay, we decided we're going to go take a walk and try and find a place to park with gravel, and even the garbage dumpster guy was having issues. He looks like he sank pretty good, so I don't know. It's like no gravel, it's all natural. How dare they?
All grass.
It's pretty
There's
though.
Gravel and it's soft right now.
Yeah, and look at that ocean right there.
Oh, I know. That's so cool.
All right, well, we don't want to come over here because we know the garbage guy sank.
Yep.
Well, we're getting closer. So we're over here at the bathhouse, and it's elevated and there's gravel underneath the grass. So David's going to bring the truck around.
Stepping off from our front door and steps. Yeah. I don't think this is an unusual occurrence, as the Thousand Trails guys looks like they're prepared to pump.
Well, at least you're not knee deep.
Yeah, only a few inches, so that's good, but it's everywhere. So we're trying not to get too worried. The staff here at Thousand Trails, apparently they do this quite a bit. They're gonna get us next. So they're gonna pump out that area, and then they'll put a sump pump by us and try to get this water out of here. So it'll be dry before it starts raining again this weekend. There's hope for us yet. they're getting ready to put a sump pump in our little lake and pump it over to that area. So hopefully the ark will not float. Day 2. Let's see how things are progressing. It's a beautiful morning. So second day of sunshine. And I can see some grass. A little bit of wind last night, but the water is not quite as deep as it was yesterday. And they're back out here with the pumps, so hopefully they'll get most of the rest of it today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a few hours later, the sump pump is gone, and so is a lot of the water. Now, it's still, don't get me wrong, we're still in a good amount of water here, but at least stuff isn't completely covering everything. So, and you can kind of see where the water line was on the tires and on the jack pads down in there. So, yeah, so we still have water, but not near as bad. At least it's not really a lake. I mean, when you get geese and birds that are floating around and paddling around in front of your front yard, then hey, you know it's deep. So the aftermath, a lot of this water is gone, so I'm going to kind of repair a little bit of the trenching that we did with the truck. So I'll do a little bit of that, and they told me I didn't have to, but I'm gonna smooth it out just a little bit. Strengths and weaknesses, right? So this is like day 3 here at Virginia Landing, 1,000 trails. So the nice thing about it is that it's remote, it's quiet, you know, you're not hearing any traffic, well, other than the geese and such. But the bad news, and this is partially on us, is that we haven't offloaded the Smart yet. I know, it's been 3 days, we've been busy. But we've got to, so the great news is they accept packages here. That's fantastic for 1,000 trails, and they don't charge you anything. The bad news, if you haven't offloaded the Smart and, you know, maybe want a little bit of exercise, is that the office is about a mile away from where our campsite is, but that's okay. That's it's all part of it. Good exercise, and, you know, can't complain about that, right? All right, so walking down this road, I come across this sign that says office that way, which goes down that road, which looks like there's a bunch of vacation rentals. So what looks like an office, and where we checked in, of course there was no one there the other night, is not an office. So it's good to read the signs. I hope this is the way. Adding to my walk to get the package. Well, there's a row of cabins here. Nice view right on the water, but I'm looking for an office sign. These look like rental cabins. The adventure continues. Try to get my package. After walking a little bit more, one of these cabins is the office, 9B, just like the text I got said, so that was really nice. And here on the lanai porch is a package, and yep, that's me. Very cool. All right, glad I listened to the sign, because I was going to go all the way to the entrance. So what was in my package? Long-term project, but you're gonna have to wait till I get the rest of it. So Virginia Landing is definitely a campground, not an RV resort. It's a campground. Really nice. It seems much bigger than it is, but really the office, or the gate, the entry gate, is about almost a mile back to where the campsites are. There's a lot of open space here, a lot of fields like this, which kind of looks like it's a right-of-way for some electric. But it's a nice wide open spaces. A pretty drive going back to where really all the campsites are. So I'm going to take a turn off the main road and I'm going to go up the other street that leads to the other section of the campground that our campsite's not in, so we didn't do it the other day when we came in here. One thing I've noticed, there's a lot of tent sites here. Now, maybe that's because the ground can't support a lot of weight from some of these campers, but a lot of tent sites, both in the trees and out in the open. A little bit of water remains, but not much at all. We're basically high and dry, so thanks to about 2 days of sun, 3 days actually, a little bit of wind, and kind of dries it out, and also that sump pump that those guys did for the park. But they tell us that tomorrow, over the weekend, expect 2 inches of rain. What we got was 1.6. Well, we're going to get used to the lake again. The rain has started. I'm wondering how long it's going to take us to get our lakefront property back. It's dry now. I don't know how big it's going to get.
Guess what? It's raining again. And lightning. So the question is, are we going to wake up to some more puddles?
Okay, the next morning after the rains, oh
Gosh, we're
man,
Groundhog Day.
right back to where we started from. I hope they don't charge us extra for lakefront property.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I know.
Wow.
Yeah. I almost think it's deeper than it was a few days ago.
The water barely had time to really dry out.
No, it virtually no time. Oh yeah, we're back to tires being in the water and this canal on the other side. We're barely on dry land with most of Orion. Now we're gonna get out and do a little errand and then back home, because there is nothing in this area for us to do.
Thank goodness. I've been getting a lot of work done though.
Yes.
It's been awesome.
Me too. Day 7 means our second pump out, which means we've lost our lakefront property for the second time. Hopefully the rest of this week's going to be really nice and no rain. It doesn't look like there's anything in the forecast, maybe 15%. So that'll be really good. Also, it's going to be a nice night tonight, so I think we're going to have a campfire. $3 a bundle, $5 for 2. That seems to us like a pretty good deal for seasoned firewood. So we're gonna pick up a couple of bundles. Sandra's, one of her projects is going through some of our old documents. We're gonna do some burning tonight, and that should be nice. It might be, with all our old documents, might be a bonfire actually. And then, sorry to say, we don't have change. We don't have a $5 bill, and we're out in the middle of nowhere. So we're going to have to kind of get creative. We've got a couple of ones and we've got some quarters too. For a camper, there's multiple uses for a campfire. One is entertainment, and that's primary, but sometimes, depending on your project, you may need it to dispose of paperwork. Sandra's been going all afternoon and yesterday.
I've been a scanning fool.
Man, you've been getting rid of our hard copies and going all electronic.
Yeah.
Well, all that paperwork got to go somewhere. So this is actually a great idea.
It is, and we don't have to pay for shredding or anything like that.
No, and it's fun.
It is fun.
Yeehaw! It's a party now. So we came into the big town of Onley, Virginia for some shopping at Walmart, and Sandra noticed that none of these cases and such have locks on them. They're not caged, they're not locked at all, so you just come on in there and pick it up, just like the good old days.
Yes, and here I am, ready to continue on, and there he is, way down there. I just can't take him shopping. He sure is spending a lot of time over there. So what are you focused on now?
Oh, that looked like balsamic vinegar.
No, we don't want that. Well, it's only been 10 days since I stepped foot out of the camper. But
And that's no exaggeration.
we had to get some groceries. So we're being a bunch of lazy booties and
Yeah, well,
Not-
because we weren't going to do anything.
yeah, except
while
for
we're here.
projects, lots
Yeah,
of projects.
exactly.
But beautiful day,
Yeah.
finally.
So we're being lazy because, well, Pathfinder, our smart car, is still parked where it should be,
right there.
on the truck.
We're done here. We need to stop by the post office.
Oh, that's right. That's right, because they didn't open till
12:30. So is this nice not worrying about how many bags you used?
Oh yeah, I could. I don't have to plan on being real super efficient. I could just use any kind of bags I wanted. That's a heavy one.
2.5 gallons of milk.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Now normally for the frozen stuff I'd put it in the fridge, but we're not going to be for very long, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, someone didn't plan their syrup very well. They spend all this money. Well, how much was it? Like $7 for this?
$7.
Man, so back in the
I
day,
remember when.
I know. So back in the day, it was cheaper to buy sodas in the can and the bottle versus doing our soda machine at home.
Yep.
But now it's a lot cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper to do it at home.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Oh man, you've got to see this. You're not going to believe it.
Uh-oh.
We're going to be home wreckers.
We're not stuck again, are we?
Well, I don't know. Depends.
Another use for go treads.
Yeah, we may not be able to move. I have
Something
never
wrong with the
seen
bikes?
this before. And you know that we've been in a spot too long when birds
Oh my goodness.
make a nest in my bike tire.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is your bike too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, so.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel so bad though.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean,
But we can't leave it there because we're going to be going in, 4 days?
yeah, we can't, no, because they may lay their eggs.
Yeah. and
So what are we going to do with it?
I don't know. First, I have to extricate it from my bike.
Goodness.
Yeah.
How do they make it so round? It's
I
hard
don't
as
know,
a
and it's hard
rock.
as a rock.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like concrete. That's impressive.
Yeah. But inside is soft.
You hear. Oh yeah, squish, squish, squish. Knock, knock,
Yeah.
knock, knock.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Where are we going to put it?
I was thinking of putting it in that tree over there.
I guess we're not a home wrecker. It's more of a,
A home relocator.
oh yeah, and so you've been relocating a lot today. You relocated Voyager over there.
Yes. That's on solid ground.
This
And
is,
really a nice view.
oh yeah. I think this is my first time out.
This is your second time out.
Yeah, I went to the post office the other day to mail off the Easter basket for the grandkids. So, are the birds going to be able to know that their nest is in here?
I'll leave him a note and the forwarding location. This place is a wreck. What happened?
Well, what did happen?
Man, looks like a lot.
This has been hanging over my head for like what, 9.5 years.
Wow.
And yeah, so it's a combination of a lot of different things, but since we're here for 2 weeks doing nothing, I am decided this was my time to get this project done, and that is going through all of our old family pictures, documents, everything. So I pulled it all out and it's all organized, and now I'm ready to put it back, kind of.
Wow.
So the original plan was to throw all this away.
Yes.
But then when I was talking to Gerard the other night, she said she wanted to keep them. So then I had to actually label everything. So all of these are labeled now. And then I've labeled all the old family photos. This is all the old Hawaii stuff of your dad and Duke.
Mahalo.
Yeah, so we'll actually probably keep that. So, and
yes.
So one of the things that incentivized me to clean all of this up, oh, and we need to figure out how to convert all these old VHS tapes into digital.
Okay,
So,
I think I know.
just not word of wisdom, word of advice, I don't know what to call it,
Uh-huh.
but you know, if you guys are planning on full-timing or getting ready to full-time, I strongly suggest you do all of this before you hit the road, because when you hit the road, you're not going to have time to do this. You think you're going to have time, but after 9.5 years, all this stuff's been sitting in this cabinet.
Oh, wow. That was packed pretty well, though.
Yeah, I had it packed really well,
Man.
but it's not going in there.
Okay, what is going in there?
Oh, I'm moving all my this is going to be my Boujo cabinet.
Oh, geez.
So that'll give me more room at the,
Oh,
put room
man.
at the desk. So that was the motivator.
Okay.
So I've had a couple of projects, but this is the one that literally I should have done before we even started full-timing. But
Wow, that's a
So-
lot of stuff.
it is, but it looks like a lot, but I'll be able to get it all put away.
All right, well, good luck. One of our last days here, it's breezy today. Like I said, it's breezy today, really windy, and I've got some projects to do. So, I get my tool tote out. Alright, so I've got a sander, I'm going to need that. And I've got a router in here. Yeah, I'm going to need that today. So the first thing I'm going to do today is I've got some old recovery discs that are no longer in use and no longer needed. So I'm going to sand them down and then I'm going to break them. So to do this little task, I've got my C-clamp out and I have attached my disc to it so that it doesn't slip and I don't cut myself. Let's get this show on the road.
Well, it took us 6 years that we finally have time to do some little projects, and David's doing this huge modification to my desk drawer to make it easier. I can't wait till it's done.
All right, so after all my routing and sanding and all kinds of stuff.
So I love this, but the problem with it was to get rid of it or to like grab some tape. So this is our office. This is everything we have. And if I need some tape, then I got to lift this whole thing up, and it's just a pain in the butt because this whole outer rim was routed. So David routed the back. Now look.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that nice? Now I know that's okay, but these are my A items right here. This is what I get to all the time right here. So now, like even if I have, so a lot of times I'll have my spreads here and I just need a piece of tape and I just pull it and then close it. And there you have it.
Nice.
I am so excited.
Woo!
6 years in the making.
Yeah, it took me long enough. Another project looks like, are you moving your shirts out of the bedroom to make more room for your like scrapbooking and bujo? Goodness.
Oh, by the way, so the other project I was working on, going through all the pictures.
Uh-huh.
Look. Well, so I need a light in here, but these are all my old journals.
That sounds like a project for me.
Yeah, and then this is all my scrapbook paper,
Oh,
my die cuts.
that looks good.
Yeah, I'm excited
Yeah.
about that. So I'm
That's a
still-
500-pound cabinet.
Maybe.
So what about, lest we digress, what
okay,
about the
so,
shirts?
As you guys know, we love to collect T-shirts from all the places that we visit as souvenirs, and and I did get the panda T-shirt, by the way. So anyhow, instead of throwing them away, what I thought we could do is make a T-shirt quilt. So just to give you a point of reference, this is 38 T-shirts right here. 38 T-shirts.
Wow.
Yeah. So I took 39 actually, and I cut them down. So I cut all the squares, and then I did interfacing. I ironed the interfacing on that. So I went from this amount of space to this space.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
huge.
Isn't that huge? And then some of your T-shirts had like the little fronts on them. So, so that's
Okay.
exciting. I still have to figure out what to do with these huge shirts here, but
Mhm.
yeah. So that's going to be in process. I don't know when I'm going to get. In about 20 years when we get off the road,
Yeah.
that we'll have enough T-shirts to do a two-sided quilt. And so what I'm going to do tonight is I've got some used boxes, and I'm going to sandwich these in between the boxes to keep them flat, and then I'm going to put them up in my my sewing cabinet.
Now you are going to put the T-shirts back, right?
Huh?
You're going to put
Oh, these?
those
Yeah,
back. Yeah.
These will fit in my cabinet. no
Yeah,
problem.
and let the record show I donated like more T-shirts
You did.
in that pile.
Yes. Well, because you also have a lot more. And
That's beside the point.
this volume was sucking up all my volume in my sewing cabinet. This is how much
yeah.
space I freed up in my sewing cabinet.
Wow, that's a lot. Of course,
And
you're
I
filling
think-
it up with stickers and paper.
No, I'm not. No.
Oh.
Here, for the record. This is a sewing cabinet.
Oh, look at all that space up there.
Yeah, so your T-shirts were crammed all the way up in here and all up in here.
Oh, wow.
So,
Cool.
yeah. Oh, and I'm going to make curtains out of these old sheets. So this will be...
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, no.
Looking good.
Thank you.
So our stay here has been productive.
It has, and I've been wanting to do this for a long, long
Long time.
time. So,
All right.
I'm excited.
Yes.
All right, well, this morning we woke up and it was, we were at 70% power, and we had no shore power. So David came in and he reset the breaker, and then this afternoon we're having an issue with it. So we don't know if it's us or if it's the power pedestal or what. Not sure what he's doing. Birds are gone. Well,
I think you wrecked our home with your hair dryer.
I did not.
We're plugged in and we're into the 50, and the breaker feels tight. It doesn't feel loose or anything, but when I flip it on and off and then on again, I look underneath for the surge guard. Nothing.
So,
Yeah, we're discharging. So we're not getting any power.
but you've got the 50 amp breaker on,
Yeah.
but we're not getting any power from it.
No power at all.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, and it's not super sunny outside either for solar.
No. And we're a few days away from leaving. and we're going to be boondocking for the next 8 days.
Just get in touch with
Longer than
the
that.
camp hosts.
10
and
days.
See, or
Yeah, there is a 30 amp breaker, 30 amp plug next to that. I could plug us into 30 amps.
okay.
And,
Well, yeah, I mean 30 is better than nothing.
and then just dial our hybrids down to 30 amp, and then we could still run everything
Okay.
on our system. So I may do that.
All right. What a nice view, huh?
Beautiful.
We saw a bald eagle fly around, a pair of them.
That's true.
That was exciting.
So there was some wildlife here.
So that was the one activity, that and the you wrecked the poor little bird's nest. We
Oh,
should
I
go
know.
check on them.
I know.
Have they come back?
Nope. They left some
Ooh.
dirt, but no, they did not come back. So
That's good.
that's a good thing.
So what are we gonna do?
Yeah, so this 50 amp's not working. So I've got some adapters for just such an occasion. I got all kinds of adapters. So I've got my 30 to 50 amp. So I'm gonna plug this into the 30 side, and I'm gonna plug us in and turn that on, and then make sure we're going.
Well, this little thing's spinning. So is
Yeah.
so everything's working.
Yep, so we're working now.
So we're on 30 amp now.
Yes, we're getting power.
All right, well, we thought we were done, but we were talking, we were coming back inside when David has to adjust these things, but it was interesting as our lights were flickering. So the microwave light was flickering. When I used the vacuum packer, it flickered. My Bujo desk lights were flickering. So there's certain things that are sensitive to having good power. And when things start flickering, and they shouldn't, it's a good tall tale sign to read the symptoms.
That's the first time that's really happened to us.
Yeah.
Where a breaker, apparently the breaker has gone bad while we've been here. And we just sucked it dry, didn't we? So our 2 weeks is done. We are heading out today. I did something kind of stupid yesterday. I hope it doesn't come back to bite me. And that is, I washed the rigs yesterday. No water here, so that's good. It was pooling yesterday after I was done washing. So hopefully it shouldn't be an issue. We're still high and dry for the most part. Tires are a little bit in the water, but I got to get Starlink down, and then I've also got to get the weather station down and then put up all our sewer stuff because we had full hookup. All cleaned up, put away. Now I'm gonna get the controls for hooking up and such. So these let me control the jacks and such, and so I'm gonna hook them up. Cassandra's gone to get the truck.
Another night and I'm just walking, city lights and people talking. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I wonder if you got that feeling, staring at your bedroom ceiling. And think about me the way I think about you. Could you tell me, should I let you go? Yeah, I gotta know, yeah, I gotta know if I'm gonna be yours, so don't you keep me waiting. Yeah, I have to know, yeah, I have to know if you wanna be mine, 'cause this is so frustrating. Tell me now, don't keep me waiting. Hey, these four walls get so depressing. I'm so tired of my second guessing, reading every text you sent just one more time. It's quiet when we both are sober, but 2 drinks in and we start all over again. And it feels so right. Yeah, I gotta know, yeah, I gotta know if I'm gonna be yours, so don't you keep me waiting. Yeah, I have to know, yeah, I have to know if you wanna be mine, 'cause this is so frustrating. Tell me now, don't keep me waiting. Hey, just lose my mind 'cause of you. Yeah, I gotta know, yeah, I gotta know if I'm gonna be yours, so don't you keep me waiting. Yeah, I have to know, yeah, I have to know if you wanna be mine, 'cause this is so